Hi, I'm the Articulated Aussie. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at Stealth Ironman. One thing I've been really surprised about is this figure. We've seen iconic versions of him throughout the toy history. We've seen him in the 3 3/4, we've seen him in the Toy Biz days, and we've seen him being re-released now on the 80th anniversary buck. But in the comics, he only had 27 appearances, so there has only been a few little stories where they've used this, what we would say in the toy industry, very iconic, very something recognisable suit, something we've seen a lot of. And I guess that's because it's an easy repaint of existing bucks that are already out there. Digging back into it, this suit is very bare bones. This is one of the few times where if they had no accessories, it would actually be comic accurate. So with this one here, he had no extra armour, he had no extra guns that popped out, no extra accessories, and even when he's been drawn without any extra repulsor blasters or any jets coming out of his feet. Technically, if you're looking straight back at comic only era, no accessories would be fine. Another thing I've learned about this figure, thanks to marvellegends.com, is when we were first introduced to this character, it was meant to be a fully black suit. Because of the printing limitations at the time, it actually filled it in with blue. So that's what we see today, but even references when people and other characters are talking about the armour, it's actually a black armour. We're getting what's visually the representation that we've seen in the comics, and obviously only with 26 appearances, we haven't had too many modern day versions of it, and they haven't adjusted that in the colour scheme. But it could quite easily have come out as a fully black suit, and that would be accurate to the comics as well. But I think you'll agree that this figure, as it stands now, it's beautiful having that dark blue, and especially that pearlescent sort of look to it as well. It's one of the times when you have that mixture of plastics that are swirling around, really enhances the look of the figure itself. But we'll get deeper into that when we get some close-ups. If you want to have more of a read of the story, get a background into this armour, we get the first appearance of it back in number 152, this comic right here. Do yourselves a favour, go out, read a comic. This is what I love about this hobby, is I'll get the figure and I'll dig deeper into that character and learn a little bit more about it that I may not have known before. Especially coming from the movie side of things, where I'm a huge movie fan. I haven't always read all the comics based on certain characters. I had fun researching this one, had fun reading into it a little bit more, learning a little bit more about Tony Stark, who's obviously my favourite based on the Robert Downey Jr. performances especially. But now going back through and reading the comics has really opened up on a whole other world for me. So let's not wait any longer. Let's get into the real reason why you're here. We'll do the unboxing, but more importantly, those poses.
Stealth Ironman.
I'm one of the lucky ones to have got this limited edition Colombian variant. You guessed it, it's got white powder all over it. It goes all the way around, it goes inside the joints. It must be something to do with the manufacturing process. As you can see down in the bottom on the leg, that's where my fingers have touched and the oils have actually wiped it off. So it goes all the way over. It really looks ugly, and I've had a look at a few other different metallic figures to see if they've got this same film, and none of them are quite the same as this one just here. I mean, yes, it's easy to get off. What I've used here is just baby wipes, gone all over the figure, given it a good rub down. Comes up quite shiny afterwards. That should have been done at the manufacturing level first before they put it into the box, or whether there is something that has gone wrong with just this particular figure that has caused it to do this. In my efforts to bring you the best quality content I can deliver, I'm always looking for new and exciting ways to display our figures, so please let me know in the comments what you think of this new little setup. Okay, looking at the accessories with this figure, we've got the two open palm hands, Now these aren't hinged, so you can't tilt his wrists backwards and forwards, which is a bit of a disappointment, but we have seen it before on the 80th anniversary edition. We've also seen this unmasked head before. However, this is awesome. This is a great representation of comic Tony Stark. Got the two closed fists, these ones are hinged. And we've got the well-known blast effects that we've always seen in most Iron Man packages. Pizza Spidey, thanks for the reminder. Don't forget to like and subscribe.